Despair, betrayal, manipulation. This is the story of how we rescued a grandmother from her own grandson who is taking advantage of her at the highest level. And if you or someone you know has a house anywhere in Ohio that you'd like to sell fast for cash, keep watching this video because the story I'm going to share with you happens more often than you think. My name is Dave Payerchin from Sell House Columbus, also known as Sell House Ohio, and we buy houses as is, in their as is condition, no repairs, no clean out, no showings, and we do all the heavy lifting so you don't have to. If you want to talk right now, you can call us at 614-300-5151 or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. Now let me tell you about Dorothy. She was a grandmother, she was very kind and very sweet, and she wanted to give people chances, especially her own family. She owned a very modest house that was not fancy, and she had a soft spot for her grandson, Devin, who came to her with a story. He needed help. He needed a place to stay that was only supposed to be for a little while. And Dorothy didn't want him on the street, so she rented him a room. And at first, everything was fine. It was quiet. But that only lasted a few months because things started to change. Devin, the grandson, started bringing people over, and then more people, and then people Dorothy didn't even recognize anymore. And then the front door became a revolving door of traffic. Cars are pulling up, people walking in, people walking out. All hours of the day and the night, Dorothy started hearing loud music, shouting, fighting, doors slamming. The partying just didn't stop. And soon Devin's friends were no longer just visiting, they were actually staying there. So they were sleeping on floors, they were taking up the spare rooms, sleeping on couches, and Dorothy's home didn't feel like her home anymore. And it got even darker than that. So Devin and his friends, they had strangers showing up. Some of these strangers would only be there for a couple minutes, then a couple hours. Dorothy began to realize that something illegal was going on in the house. There was drugs, there was dealing, and there was actually signs of prostitution happening out of the house. So let me be very clear. We're not talking about rowdy teenagers having a party. We're talking about criminal activity. And Dorothy was trapped right in the middle of it. She tried to talk to Devin, she begged him to stop, and he just pushed back. He got aggressive, he got manipulative. He would say things like, "This is my house too, you can't do anything about it, you can't get rid of me." And Dorothy became just straight up afraid. We're not talking about a little bit uncomfortable, she was scared. So she did what a lot of people do when they feel powerless. She got smaller, she got quieter, and she tried to just basically stay out of the way. They forced her into the smallest bedroom in this house, and she could still hear everything all night, every night. There's people having sex right in the bedroom right next door to hers. There's people arguing in the hallway. There's people banging on doors. And she lost access to the most basic things. At times, she actually couldn't even use her own bathroom because people were in the bathroom shooting up drugs. Just imagine this for a second. You can't even use your own bathroom in your own home because there's people doing drugs in the bathroom. Eventually, Dorothy couldn't take it anymore, so she left. She packed up what she could, she grabbed her purse, and she went to a hotel. So we're talking about a grandmother now who's living in a hotel, not because she wants to, because she has to. And that's when she found us. So she called, and her voice was shaky, she was embarrassed, she was scared, and she just kept saying one thing: "I don't know what to do." She didn't want a long legal battle, she didn't want confrontation with Devin, she didn't want to fight with her own grandson. She just wanted safety, she wanted peace of mind, and she just wanted a fresh start. So we listened, and we asked some questions, we got the facts, and we told her the truth. We said, "Dorothy, you have options." So we offered to buy the house as is, exactly the way it was. There was no cleaning, no repairs, no showings, and Dorothy didn't need any more problems here. She needed a solution. So we were able to move fast, and we scheduled a time. We walked through the property very carefully. We understood exactly what was going on here, and we made her a fair cash offer. There was no games, no pressure, no nonsense. Dorothy accepted the offer, and here's the best part. Most people don't realize this. She needed more than just her house sold. She needed help getting her things out. We're talking about her personal belongings. She needed somebody to help with Devin. She didn't want to have to deal with this by herself. So we were able to be by her side this entire time. We handled all the tough conversations. We coordinated all the steps. We escorted Dorothy back through the property, helped her move her things. We're talking about things that matter to Dorothy. Her photos, her keepsakes, her memories. When the dust settled, Dorothy walked away with tens of thousands of dollars in her bank account. And we're not talking about theoretical money here. We're talking about real money that she could use to rebuild her life. And then we helped her relocate into a nice, clean and quiet condo. To this day, she absolutely loves it. She's safe, she's comfortable, she's peaceful. And for the first time in a long time, Dorothy could breathe again. There's no strangers coming to the door. There's no chaos in the hallway, no fear. Just peace of mind. So listen carefully. If you're watching this and you're thinking this sounds like my situation or someone that I know, I want you to hear me. You are not stuck, okay? You are not alone. And you don't have to fight this by yourself. At Sell House Columbus, we buy houses in ugly situations. It could be problem tenants or family taking advantage, hoarder houses, major repairs, damage, even situations that just feel impossible. We see it all. So we'll buy the house as is, we'll do all the heavy lifting, and we'll help you move forward without the drama. If you want a real conversation, call us at 614-300-5151 or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. Tell us what's going on, and we'll tell you your options with no pressure, no obligation, just help. So if Dorothy's story proves anything, it's that one phone call can change it all. If you have a house you want to sell fast for cash, give us a call at 614-300-5151 or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. We'll step in, we'll handle it, and we'll help you get your life back.